What's up, boys? I'm back with some more Death Must Die here. I'm going to be messing around a little bit with Lorien here. Act 2 is looking pretty rough, and it's kind of hard to get items right now. It took me over 2 hours just to find just a single gray bow, and it took me over 4 hours to finally find a decent bow there yesterday when I was live streaming. But I've got some decent strike bonuses on that, and Lorien seems to be pretty strike focused early on in the tree, so I'm going to be messing around a little bit with that. I don't have that much meta progression yet, so I'm just going to be doing some farming here. And then other than that, I've got some decent master and legend there. A new unique that will hopefully debuff enemies a bit as well as give me some master offers. I can upgrade my rarity up to master on anything now. I've got a little bit of regen, which is important, and I don't think there's anything else super important here. But enemies fire so many attacks and they cover so much of the screen that it's effectively unavoidable at a lot of points, so it seems like you need a decent amount of healing here. So I was messing around with some of the strikes yesterday as well, and the time one seems kind of cool. There's another lightning one that is power and on dash. I'm not sure I really want winter, so let's see what we get here. That is a strike. And I haven't really messed around with that, so I could try that. Sure. Let's see, every empty power slot. 60-second cooldown. That's not going to work on a strike build. I guess let's try that and try not to get powers. Seems like you might want a lot more banishes now as well. I don't remember seeing a strike with justice, so let's see what else we got. I guess some more shurikens? So the time one seems pretty cool, where you fire a bunch of homing magic missiles all over the place. And then of course time is still great for XP and alteration ritual, even though gem high is a legendary and pretty hard to find now. But I don't mind grabbing some stuff here. That is power, so it would lower my regen. Let's go ahead and grab this at Master and see how it works here. Get a lot of extra XP. And then I have one more, probably Lightning, since he has 2 strike attacks. The Chain Lightning and the Tornadoes. So together those could be pretty good with all of my strike bonuses. So energy missiles, but I probably want that higher rarity. That's a decent amount of damage, but let's see if I can get some higher rarity stuff here. Let's banish that to make stuff a bit easier to roll here. I really like higher missiles. I guess I'll take alteration, since that'll help even at lower rarities here, and I might not get higher. So yeah, I'm kind of just trying to get my skill points and some decent items now. That could be cool, that seems good, but I need some higher rarity stuff. So there's a new strike. Let's banish that since that's a power, and that would lower my regen now. Unfortunate, I could banish that. I have time, lightning, and war. That's a really long cooldown, so probably don't want that. I guess I'll take this and see how it works with a bunch of white stuff. Tornadoes do seem pretty cool with all the modifiers and projectiles I have. It also seems like dashing doesn't fully dodge attacks anymore, so area, movement, or dash to lose. I guess it's probably the smallest one. There are these range guys later on that cast a circle around you, and it still hits you a decent amount of the time even if you dash out of it. Let's just keep pushing this for now until I get some higher rarity. There's a bunch of dudes who throw bombs in front of you and all around you, and they throw so many that you basically run out of dashes before you can avoid all of them. And then there's that guy who just lights you on fire without even hitting you. So healing seems pretty important since you can't fully avoid everything currently, it seems. Warped attack. That could be cool at higher rarity. Maybe I'll try a kind of hybrid build with some attack stuff as well. Tornado, sure. Wait for some higher rarity stuff. Should probably just use some of the alterations, actually, now that I have all three locked in. It seems like you just get the skill point stuff every time you kill a boss on any difficulty, so you kind of want to do some low-level farming for a bit, so you can actually do the high-level stuff a bit easier. Attack, life, but all low rarity. Let's see if we can get anything higher. Nope. I could grab some more there. I'll probably banish that since it's a power. Oh, that's a power as well, huh. Well, I guess I still have 0.5 or 0.05 region. Gonna take a bit to get used to the new tags on everything here. Movement, sure. That'll help avoid stuff. Probably the life and armor. I have a big amount of attack damage from Warp Strike already.
There is no...
I will probably want that at higher rarity. That's a strike, but it seems kind of weak now. And then all of the really cool talents you can get seem to be locked higher in the trees, so you're gonna need a lot of meta progression before you can even start doing the unique builds and stuff. Let's try and find some higher rarity stuff. Blood swords, nah. Damage versus bosses would be pretty helpful. They can sometimes just completely outlast you. And the guy who summons a lot is sometimes hard to damage. The first boss seems to have a lot of unavoidable damage, basically. At some point, he covers over half of the screen, and AoE effects that just keep constantly bouncing around in unpredictable patterns. And they can overlap and just block out a huge portion of the screen at some points. But the second and third actually seem to have mostly avoidable stuff. Let's see if we get any higher stuff. I guess I'll keep pushing Warp Strike for now. See how that goes. See, I probably don't want to sacrifice that. If it removes Warp Strike, I'm just dead. Oh yeah, I think Summer might actually be very strong for strike builds. The attack speed was removed, or moved from Fates to her, and then she has the Fire Breath strike as well. It's pretty good boss damage. That'll probably give me some more AoE for now, and it's a while before I get to a boss. So like Maris doesn't have the time-space sign anymore, but she does have some unique stuff where she actually gains, I think, damage based on her pickup radius. And you can also get some increases to her pickup radius on top of that. So you can stack it to get almost the same effect and also some damage at the same time, which seems pretty cool. Let's get the rarity upgrade on that. So it'll scale better if I put points into it. I do have the mark debuff on attack at least, and that increases damage taken by 30%, so that's a decent talent to have on this guy. When you get onto higher rarity, that laser beam just comes out instantly, and it actually does a decent amount of damage even if you move out of it as soon as possible.
I favor.
Let's see, decent damage to bosses there. I'll get a bit more on shurikens. Basically, there are a lot of really hard to avoid or nearly impossible range attacks later on that just slowly whittle you down. These guys also attack you basically instantly. You have to dash before they even use their thing. If you wait until they use it and then dash, it just hits you instantly. Let's see, power, damage, area. The only power I have here is alteration, so duration. I do want movement speed, but these are pretty weak. I guess I'll push Warpact a bit now to help out with the boss, since the first one actually seems to be the most annoying. Minions to fight alongside you? I don't know, but that sounds funny. So we've got a bunch of elites, it looks like. I guess I can farm a bit more XP off of them. Attack projectiles. I'll try that maybe. Can I see my current stuff? That is luck based. Don't think anything else is. I'll try that with the XP stuff and the bounces. Could be cool. XP per second. Sure. So you can see I got hit by one nearly unavoidable attack, and I took a shrine and I'm under half HP. Since that guy just jumped on me and hit me basically instantly. Heal or luck. I'll scale up the tornadoes a bit and hope I can heal up naturally. Strike damage or big chain lightning. I have shurikens and tornadoes. That probably still doesn't really help against bosses, so I have a white thing, so probably not the best use out of that currently, but that'll give me a lot of AoE and a bit of single target. And you can see the new light rays from Justice, a new caster spell, which seems pretty cool. I definitely want to mess around with Maris with that at some point, since she has the staff that gives a ton of spell projectiles. I'm thinking you probably want to go Justice for the light rays, and I think she has the spell AoE now instead of Winter. And then Time for the Time Field, which deals AoE damage now, and spell duration. And then probably Lightning for cooldown reduction, plus another Lightning Orb cast. Got some armor here. I actually could have grabbed attack damage since I have the big Warp Strike. Charge. Damage per second? I guess I'll lock that in to get the dashes out of the pool. Maybe that'll help a bit. More power duration, sure. Probably want to grab some levels in Alteration Ritual now when I can. Got some decent duration for that. So this boss is super annoying. The puddle can spawn right on top of you, dealing some damage instantly. He has a ton of summons. He can charge at you, and if you're even remotely close to him, it will hit you with unavoidable damage that you can't dash out of. So you have to play pretty far away. And then once he gets below 50%, he starts summoning a huge number of clouds that cover most of the screen, which will slowly whittle you down. So you need quite a bit of damage to kill him before he kills you. Let's probably alterate here. Wait for some higher rarity on that stuff. I guess probably banish that. I don't think it's going to scale that well for this build. And then grab some more shurikens. And he also seems fairly tanky, so it's kind of hard to burst him down unless you have like a strong summoner build or something, since they can all focus him down when there's nothing there. But even then his summons distract them a lot, so I don't know. Bosses just feel a bit annoying without much counterplay potential from what I've seen. And then you've got those skeletons that light you on fire even when you avoid the arrow. I'll upgrade that. Let's go with the attack poison. Now these big things, there's so many of them and they cover so much of the screen that they slowly whittle you down. You can see I'm dashing out of them, but they still just move around so fast and have such a large area that you kind of just slowly get whittled down. So I guess I should try and finish them off. I'll dash out of that one, dash out of that one, take a bunch of damage still, dash out of that one. Let's grab some more boss damage, try and finish him. I'll dash out of that one, get my revive popped randomly by nothing. Dash out of that. Need to finish him. He has so many summons that it's kind of hard to hit him at some points. So I avoided over 95% of his attacks on just Darkness 10, and he still popped my revive. That's how annoying he is. So let's put some levels in this. That'll go nicely with the power duration I've gotten. XP, sure. And then you can see the lasers are basically unavoidable at some points. So, not a whole lot I could really do there. Like, I avoided well over 95% of attacks, and I'm just dead, it seems like. Oh yeah, I guess I got some talents. Surely these talents will save me from unavoidable damage. I have movement speed at 3 of 5, so it could help a little bit. Can't get to the next tier yet. I just don't really feel like unavoidable damage is a good mechanic in Bullet Heavens, so you can see the attack speed here now. Fire Trail. Probably just gonna look for something decent rarity. I can take that to farm some XP. And hope to get gem high at some point.
Enough talk.
See what else we got. Earth Spike seems okay. I can try that at white. I could banish that and that. And see if we can get anything higher. Power, that seems okay. See if I can get some higher stuff. Attack area, probably not going to help me that much. Nope, guess I'm trying it at white. But it seems to have pretty good burst damage. The AoE can be a bit small, but it's devastating when it hits.
Sin can...
I wouldn't mind having this, but I'm just getting such low rarity stuff. Let's see what else we got. Could have gotten Master, oh well. Guess I'll try Rock Shield. Damage on that doesn't seem that strong. I don't know, maybe I'll try maxing the rocks now.
Let's be real.
These would be pretty good. I guess I'll... Well, I might just try power now that I have that. Doesn't really fit the character, but I don't have that many talents yet. Master or damage? Let's get that since it's still pretty early. Big haste or tornadoes, those are both pretty nice. But since I'm going into the power-based stuff, this will scale with lightning bolts here. More dash recharge. I don't think I have that much cooldown based stuff. That is white and not that great. I'm not sure if respawn specifically would work with that, but dash will help with lightning bolt a bit. The other skills say cooldown time, but then that says respawn instead, so I'm not sure on that one. Cast, strikes, or dash. I think I like getting the early movement speed bonus. Poisoned or dash. That seems more consistent. I can probably banish that, and I'm going more for the power stuff. I'm not sure if there's a power that deals damage here, but I'm gonna see what else there is. Pickup might be okay, that'll give me some more healing and shrines and stuff. More haste, the early movement is pretty nice. Maybe I can get so much movement that it actually becomes possible to avoid attacks. That would actually be pretty nice. There are a decent amount of survivability and healing shrines on this map, but a lot of the time you just don't really seem to get enough of them. Hurricane. Attack hits have a chance to create a hurricane that pulls in and damages enemies. Legendary strike. Wow. Very long cooldown. Also a strike. Those both sound pretty cool, but I guess I've got to take the legendary and see how that works. Whoa! Although that's just a big tornado. Damage, heal. Both of the heals I'm looking at, so I have some more sustain here. Not sure which of those is better, but I'm not really scaling attack much, so I'll probably go with the kill thing. More rock shield. Probably try and finish that guy. There we go. Perfect hurricane timing. I guess more pickups are pretty nice. Lightning bolt is pretty good. Let's go ahead and banish that. So poison seems to be a damage over time that can stack up a certain number of times. There were some talents in Nixie's tree related to it that I think make it last indefinitely and stack more or something. So probably some more pickup here. You just need so much healing on this map. Oh god, the hurricane is pulling them into me. Well, pulling the laser into hitting me. Grab some XP. It is fairly early. I think the cooldown's probably not bad now that I have a legendary with a cooldown. So I might want to grab some later on. I probably will just take the strike here first. Grab some attack damage. I don't even have a dash yet. Dashes feel a bit weaker now. Like, I used to grab ball lightning a lot because it increased your dash range a lot, but it has an insane cooldown at 15 seconds now, so that's kind of out of the question. Grab a bit more dash. Movement does seem to be pretty key on this stage. Strikes last longer would actually be pretty good now. I could probably banish that. If I can get a high rarity on it, the survivability might be pretty nice. See if we can get some better rolls somewhere. So 100% rarity upgrades, and I can go up to master sounds pretty nice. These are all pretty good. Well, that's a bit weaker, but 10% and that are both pretty nice. Grab some XP. Cooldown reduction, could go ahead and lock that in for Hurricane and Earth Spike, and maybe that if it works. So that's at 1.9 currently, and 1.7. Okay, cooldown does work on that. That's quite important then, so I can shoot out more rocks at them. Grab some luck. I don't think I have any statuses here other than maybe alteration ritual stuff. Grab a bit more poison. That is pretty good, but I'm going more for the power here, and getting that up to high rarity will be pretty good for this build, I think. You can see, even with all of my charges away from him, he almost hits me with that. So if you're in close range, it feels unavoidable from what I've seen. Keep pushing that. And he takes forever to kill because there's so many summons. And I just randomly take a ton of damage, and I'm almost dead without even really taking very many hits. I do have a decent number of Master Blessings now, so I can grab that. Kind of have to dash through those guys if they get close to you, since they keep hitting when they are moving. So I do have high rarity on that. But that might be decent for Hurricane plus Tornadoes. I mean, all of these are pretty good. I want both of these, but I'll try that to go with the Tornadoes and Hurricane. Depth offers rare items. Let's go with the pickup drops. Maybe I can get a bit more healing here. Alright, I need to try and finish this guy while I have the power shrine, I think. Could grab these at master. I might grab that for a bit of survivability. I don't know if I'm going to be leveling it a lot, but I need to try and finish this guy now. Before his second stage causes too many issues for me. Could upgrade that, but I'm kind of pushing this one now. Attack damage, probably want the speed to proc stuff more often here. Grab some luck. Grab some more XP. The expert offer might not be bad. Like, sometimes that just spawns on you and instantly hits you, basically. The expert offer might not be bad since I can upgrade to master. I think I'm gonna take the healing here. It's pretty low, but I'm almost dead. Grab some more rock shield. But yeah, the time field does seem pretty cool now. I definitely want to try a cast build with that at some point, and the light rays. These are one of the guys that are also very problematic. You see I dashed out of that wave and it still damaged me there. Purple lightning bolts will be pretty good. They also cast a circle around you that will also damage you a lot of the time that you dash out of it. And they hit you from off screen, so it's sometimes hard to react to them. Let's grab the passive stats there without sacrificing. that little circle there. Heal, grab a bit more luck, I'm almost full here. Grab some banish probably. I think you can get a lot of use out of that now. Looks like I actually have enough movement speed that I might be able to avoid them on this build, luckily. Grab some more strike duration here for the hurricane and tornadoes at high rarity. So I guess a bit of dash recharge. I think I did get some of that, so I can afford some of that. But they just constantly spam you with range attacks that sometimes hit you even with you dash, so they're going to be very problematic on higher difficulty. Grab some attack, I guess. Lightning up to master. I kind of want to push urgency, since that affects tornadoes, hurricane, time field, rock shield. That's quite a bit of stuff for it to improve. Grab some more survivability. More banish. Earth spike doesn't seem that good. Keep pushing the rock shield. That's getting close to max. Do have an epic missiles. That's probably good to have at least a level in for a strike. Well, I'm kind of hybrid power plus strike now. Let's grab some armor. It'll make healing a lot more effective. Oh yeah, I think lightning also has a legendary that has a chance to double your casts. I think I'm gonna push that. I could probably banish that. And that would also be great on the lightning plus time field plus light rays caster. That attack is pretty hard to dodge if you're not ready for it. The rays that shoot N3, more strike duration. kind of need to save a dash for that right as it comes out. And then I take damage as I dash through those. So I guess dash just doesn't have iframes anymore. Because I've been taking damage so often even when I avoid stuff with it. Attack projectile. I don't know that those would really help me that much. I guess I'll try that and see what happens. God, I'm taking so much damage without even getting hit here. Try and find some pickup somewhere. That would be pretty helpful since it seems like I'm gonna die at some point. Like, I dash out of that and it still hits me. Those seem to just lower your movement speed. I didn't get hit by anything there, and I still have to use a revive for some reason. Grab some luck. Quake cast. It does stun all enemies, so I may as well grab a point in that. Dash out of that, still take damage. So many bombs that you can't possibly avoid them all. Dash out of that, still take damage. Laser at a range where you can't possibly avoid it for some reason. That's my main issue with Act 2 right now, is there's just so many attacks that you can technically avoid them, but they happen in a way where you can't realistically avoid them. So you kind of just get whittled down over time. Let's grab some more pickups here. So it seems like you just need a lot of healing, but that's kind of reliant on the shrines, it seems like. Grab some, I guess, movement. That gives me survivability and damage. Like, those spawn all around you, and they have such a large area that some of them are going to hit you. It's kind of hard to see exactly where they're landing because there's so many red things going on. Like, I'm good at avoiding them, but I've still been hit by several of them. Go with Rock Shield. Would love to have that, but not at basic, I think. So probably push that. That works on hurricane, tornadoes. Guess that's probably the only ones, but it's still funny. If I could get hurricane up to over 100% uptime, that would be hilarious. I think I want to try and get the duration thing. Nope. I guess some missiles here is fine. Let's see what else I can get. More levels on tornado would be funny. I guess I'll take that at blue. That affects a lot of stuff right now. Big pickup. Probably want to go for the strike passives, I think, if I can. There we go. I don't know, I have like 9 levels in Rock Shield, but I ended up ultimately going strike stuff anyways. Dash attack. Probably the movement speed. Duration. I have a lot of strike duration. I think the movement speed to help me avoid stuff. See what else we got. More area sounds funny. Life regen, sure. Almost die from an instant attack that isn't even avoidable. Sick. There's a bit of an issue right now with enemies using attacks like right as you get a level up or a menu or something, so that it hits you right as it closes. Tornadoes, sure. Should be pretty good with the duration and area on it. More healing. More unavoidable bombs, okay. Strikes, apply smite would be pretty useful here. Like there's so many of them, you can't avoid all of them. You can dash out of most of them, but most isn't enough. There's just too much crap going on here, dude. Probably more tornadoes. I still don't really know what these do. Grab some healing on attack hits. Maybe that'll help. Like, I'm not even getting hit, man. I think I got hit like 2 or 3 times and it's just enough to slowly whittle me down. Ah, this map is frustrating. Strikes seem a little bit on the weak side. Rock Shield was okay considering it didn't really have much investment other than just the levels into it. At least I got some talents and some crappy items. Movement speed is maxed out, so I can't even get anything there. I could try that and see if it helps. More damage to dogs. Kinda need my ring for the regen. That's a lot of life. Wow, I might try that. Yeah, I need the regen because of how much unavoidable damage there is. Healing is just so important right now. It's not bad. Attack and class slower, that's kind of cool. Firebolt ship casts firebolts that damage enemies? There's no proc chance, is that just passive? I don't know, I'll have to try that.
Keep going.
So let's banish some stuff here probably. Get rid of that. I could grab that for the stun chance and then banish it later, and that will clear up my pool a little bit.
Me, after
Oh, that doesn't destroy your build anymore since it doesn't remove armor. I've heard this was nerfed pretty hard, but I don't know what happened. This is based on your attack damage, so that's probably not going to be that great with the white attack I have. Let's go ahead and try this. I might grab it later. Maybe I'll have enough healing now to get through unavoidable damage. Who knows? Grab some luck.
Playing with fire.
Could be good for attack speed. I'll try it. Banish that, see if we can get some higher rarity. Let's see, earth, fire, and death. Probably want lifelink out of those. Nope. Fury will amplify everything I do and increase my healing, so let's go with that first. So Soul Stealers would be very good. That might actually be kind of useful even there. Let's banish this and see if I can get some better stuff. Let's banish that and alterate into higher rarity stuff. Purple Breath of Fire looks pretty good. Dash recharge, sure. So it seems like the items actually do make a huge difference here. It just takes a while to get anything because you die so much even on fairly low darkness. Grab some adept offers, dash to the other side of that. Attack probably doesn't help me that much. Let's go ahead and banish that. Probably banish that as well. Try to alterate into higher rarity stuff. I might wait a bit on that and grab the extra XP for now. Gotta dash to the other side of that. More attack speed, probably. really push the healing and procs on this run. More attack speed. Might grab that at higher rarity. Power cast. I don't think I'm really getting stuff for there. I might get something for power, like the rock shield or something. Rock shield. Let's try and get some higher than blue. Find a level that's. Grab some more dash recharge. Let's see if we can get some higher rarity somewhere. More attack speed. Probably need to get the soul stealers now. Go with all that attack speed so I actually have some damage. Movement, sure. Grab some more movements.
Fire made.
More XP, probably not. Need some damage here. It's okay. Don't think any of those help me that much. Aura, power. Spread their statuses, and status deals more damage. That will be pretty good once I get a form of cursed. So I'll take that for the long term, but I definitely need some more damage right now still. Helps a little bit with the burn. Grab some luck. If I can get a decent soul stealers now, I'm probably in a good spot. Grab some heals, I think. Oh yeah, that should work on vampirism, I think. More movements.
You don't tire easy.
Let's push the Breath of Fire a little bit, get the area on it up some. See what else we got. I'm okay with the pickup, I guess. It does give a decent amount of healing, it seemed like last time. I really need soul sealers though. Breath is decent. I could grab that to lock it in. I think I do want that out of the dashes I have available. Grab some... Actually, I might try status damage. I have the big status damage from Malady, and then that will scale Burn and Curse once I finally get it. But I really need Curse still.
Left?
I guess the pickup? Should have taken the blue soul stealers, I guess. Grab some more pickup. That much could be pretty useful. Those are both power, which I do have a little bit of damage for. Probably wait on that. Fire Breath is still pretty good. Light Vision, I guess. I think Winter had some very good status passives, plus duration, and maybe damage as well. So you probably want her. I guess I have to take that. So a very status heavy build might be Winter, Summer, and Death. I don't think Earth is really providing anything to this build. But the idea did change around a lot with the stuff I was offered. I might grab a level in that to make the burn a bit more consistent. That should burn basically everything with Malady, I think. And then with my extra status damage, I should be able to slowly kill them. I hate that giant green cloud at the top though. The actual hitbox seems to be the red circle at the bottom. That just makes it really hard to see. Grab the passive stuff. I have some decent blessings that could break the build, like Malady would really set me behind if I lost that. I don't think I need any levels in that. Oh, there is a base summon for fire now. Chance increases with each fire. Oh, your fires have a chance to spawn them. That's kind of cool. But wouldn't really help this build, I think. Let's see, strike area, That would help both of my strikes, and they both apply status effects, so I probably want that, even though I also want that. Grab some knockback, maybe? Maybe that'll help with survivability a bit. Maybe I take that to have it. Doesn't seem like I'm gonna get higher rarity on it. Should be pretty helpful for a summoner spammer like this. Probably need to push that. So he's spamming the huge AoE stuff now. Need to try and finish him off here.
It's so chilly.
Breath of Fire up to Master, fits the build nicely. I think it was Time that had the plus strike duration. I'm not really scaling attack damage that much, and Soul Stealers are good. So you might want Time for a Soul Stealer based build. Grab some more Soul Stealers. More movements. The huge life on those boots is actually pretty helpful, allowing me to pass up some of the flat life in order to get other useful stats here. I do miss the third charge though. But tier 2 items seem to have some crazy stat increases. And there's also some pretty interesting uniques I've seen on the Discord, so some of those could make a huge difference. More movement, life, and XP. big strike area, sure. Gonna have giant fire breaths here. The early vampirism seems to be making a pretty big difference as well, now that it's actually a viable legendary. Losing your armor for it used to be such a huge downside. Do I really need cooldown for anything? Doesn't seem like it. Probably just push the Breath of Fire here. So I guess my attack speed must be maxed. More Breath of Fire. Scotty has a lot of status related stuff in her tree. You can get a bunch of them on hits, and you can also deal more damage for every status on an enemy. That would be quite good for this build. Big pickup, sure. More area? Power? Do I have anything for that? Incineration, combust? Don't think that's that important. I might want to grab that just to have a bit more damage, and it does have decent AoE. Can you see if that even does anything? Not sure. Guess I'll have to see what the people in Discord are saying. Some more Breath of Fire.
Summer was a...
Purple's pretty good damage increase on that. But I can get more AoE on Fire Breath and the Souls. Off-screen Fire Breath. I finally get Mayhem at the end of the run. Probably doesn't really do much at this point. I had a master version of this like a couple minutes in, and it gave me I think 40% damage, so at this point it's probably useless. Especially at white.
No such thing as fate.
Quake. Probably worth 1 point. Grab some armor, I think. That'll go nicely with the vampirism healing. God, I hate how often you take damage while dashing.
I'm a fire.
It's so annoying. Breath of Fire. Again, I'm dashing out of it. And I avoid it, and it still damages me. I guess you have to dash before it goes off, even though that doesn't even make sense. Super annoying bomb guys with so many bombs you can't even avoid them all. Bit of attack, or actually that might be better with lifelink. Could heal me a bit more if I get low. More strike area. Like, they literally cover me so that no matter which direction I dash in, I still take damage. That's so insane, man. More strike area. Get absolutely massive souls. Power, probably not. See what else we got. Up to purple, that's pretty good. So I'm being carried by my pretty good blessings this run, but what I'm saying about this stuff is that if you don't have really good blessings, like you just get whittled down and there isn't really a lot you can do about it, which feels really bad for like game design. I think they need to make it more consistent so you aren't so reliant on having a lot of healing like I have with vampirism here. And I think dash should more consistently avoid hits as well. I don't have anything left there. What powers do I have? Nah. I guess just Earth Spike here. That's weird, he interrupted the beam to summon there? Like, I've dashed out of every attack this guy has done, and I've still taken half of my HP. Okay, that was like the first attack that I actually got hit by. And I'm still... okay, a second attack there. I dashed out of that explosion. But that's such an insane amount of damage when I avoided almost everything. I had really good blessings, and that was barely playable. Like, the early vampirism did so much work there. Huge attack speed to go with my strike stuff. Pretty early execution for more XP. Malady is extremely good. Big strike area. Big breath of fire. Decent soul stealers. And I avoided like 98% of attacks on me. And it's still that difficult? Like, it's just, I don't understand it. I can get some more talents now. To 28. Dash recharge is pretty good. Mobilize marked enemies. Cast damage is increased by a percentage of your attack speed. That's pretty cool. That synergizes with something down here. This. Your attack hits have a chance to trigger a random cast. So you stack attack speed, which gives you cast damage and procs your cast skills when you hit. I need 30 points to get that, so I can't even do that yet. Maximum level strike and cast, deal more damage. You might get one, maybe two of those that are run. It is a decent amount though. Percentage of your strike damage, that might help a little bit. Could get some more piercing. Maybe improve the strike damage to also scale that thing up. So I can get 3 levels in this tier, but it doesn't really seem to help the builds that I'm doing right now that much. Dash recharge is okay. Probably push the strike damage a bit more. I could try that. I mean, 80% is pretty big if you can get some there. I guess try a little in that. But still pretty far from the final tier. Might want to get some crit stuff for that, for the strike-based stuff. .2 life regen and some healing on top of that. That looks pretty good. I might grab that. %50 damage is a decent amount. Cast projectiles damage area? Maybe. Tier 2s seem to have just way higher stats. Projectiles and damage, Kinda need a lot of healing, it seems like. Black Lightning. 6% chance. 4 strike projectiles. Wow, that's a lot. Chance to trigger fire trails. That's a lot of life. I'll probably grab that. But yeah, Act 2 is looking pretty rough right now. Dash damage, break an enemy's barrier. Maybe try a dash build with that. Power damage. Level up, That's pretty good damage and duration. Lose some XP, but some big stats. You can get Pierce or Bounce on an amulet now, interesting. Life Shard, it's okay. More damage to minions, doesn't seem great. Yeah, Act 2 seems kind of rough. There are a lot of attacks that are technically avoidable, but they come out in such large area and such fast frequency that it's not really realistic to expect people to be able to avoid all of them. And then you kind of just get whittled down, as you've seen in the previous runs. Like, I am far above average, and I'm getting crushed on Darkness 10 right now. Even when avoiding well over 95% of attacks. So I think it needs to be tuned a little bit, but getting some more gear and talents will help a little bit. So hopefully I can do some more with that. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.